North constituency, considered to be one of the fastest growing regions in the city, is a home to many IT companies and is a reputed educational hub. Thriving IT companies, shopping centers, malls, theatres, schools and colleges, and also its proximity to the Bengaluru International Airport has turned this region into a buzzing place.
Once dubbed as a suburban industrial and agricultural land, Bangalore North has made dramatic progress. The infrastructure is rapidly developing with new roads, flyovers and metro lines being constructed. This improved connectivity aside, the presence of tech parks, big hospitals and educational institutions make Bangalore North even more attractive for businesses and for residents.
The Bengaluru North constituency has 8 assembly segments. Out of these 8 assembly segments, 5 are being held by the BJP while the remaining 3 are being currently held by the Congress. Now, the Bengaluru North constituency has always been the bastion of the Congress party, but since 2004, it has lost the seat to the BJP. Even the previous 2 terms was being held by the former Chief Minister and the former Union Minister D.V. Sadananda. But this time around, at this juncture of 2024 Lok Sabha polls, 2 fresh candidates have been fielded by both the parties when it comes to the Bengaluru North constituency. How's the campaign going, sir? How's the mood on ground?
Mood on the ground is extremely positive. People are very, very enthused about my candidacy. They're very enthused about what work the Karnataka government has done under the Congress in the last 10 months. Because that's what we've been able to do with our 5 guarantees, is address the pain that the people have been going through over the last 10 years under Prime Minister Modi. So basically, people are happy at the ground level. People are happy because they're seeing an educated candidate with a vision for Bengaluru North. They're seeing a candidate who they believe would be with them. I have a special connect with Bengaluru North because I grew up there. I went, I lived for many years in Malleshwaram. My early education was in Cluny Convent School. I've roamed the streets and I've played what's called pencil cricket and all that sort of thing, with my friends on the fields. And so when I go around North Bangalore, there's so many areas where I have a personal historical connect, a memory that crops up, which reminds me of how wonderful my time growing up there. It's a very peaceful, simple life.
Water crisis that is being faced by the people of Bangalore. So what plans do you have for North Bengaluru?
So the first part of it, of course, is better administration, right? If it is, if the city is governed in a manner that takes into account professionalism, then all these problems will become history, okay? Because it takes a certain amount of concern and execution and implementation to make sure that these problems don't occur. But on the issue of water, right, part of it is a legacy issue where historically previous governments have, filled up a lake, turned it into a layout, built a bus stand, these sorts of things. Were the wisdom of our ancestors, which these are all man-made lakes, water harvesting structures, linked to one another with what we call Raj Kalves, right? And when we destroy that ecosystem by short-sighted, unplanned development or badly planned development, then there's a lot of repair work we need to do. And that involves partly the government's responsibility in terms of reviving the lakes, making sure that they are, that there's no sewage that gets in, that, that you're able to treat that water and reuse it if need be, etc. That there's groundwater recharge that takes place. But there's also a huge responsibility on all of us citizens. Every house must harvest rainwater. Every one of us, wherever possible, must have recharge pits that allow that rainwater to, to percolate to the shallow aquifers at least. This is why the people are going to say, enough. We've had enough. We've given you 10 years nationally. We've given in Bengaluru North the BJP an opportunity for 4 terms. Thank you. Enough. On to the next wonderful MP candidate that the Congress has given us.
Facing the Congress candidate is MP and Union Minister of State Shobha Karandlaje. While the Udupi Chikmagalur MP faces anti-incumbency, BJP decided to field her from Bangalore North. Eyeing the Vokaliga vote consolidation, Shobha Karandlaje aims to capitalize on the Modi wave and BJP's dominance in the assembly segments of Bangalore North.
अमित शाह जी आए थे, कार्यकर्ता को के साथ वो मिले थे, भाषण किए थे एंड सब उत्सुक है मोदी जी को जिताना, 400 पार करना।
28 सीट जीत पाएंगे आप इस बार?
जरूर, कर्नाटका में हम 28 से 28 जिताएंगे, 100% रिजल्ट मिलेगा, यही मेरी वादा है।
I'm accompanied by a bunch of youngsters and a couple of first-time voters as well. Let me quickly cut across and speak to them about the issues that needs to be addressed. What are the issues in their mind while they go out there and vote for their lawmakers? So let me quickly cut across and speak to them. Hi, thank you for speaking to CNN News 18. So my first question would be is, when you're going to vote, what's the issue? What's that one issue or particular many issues that will be in your mind when you cast your vote?
Well, I would be thinking about how my future would be there, like in the basis of employment, because nowadays with the growing economy, the amount of unemployment is actually increasing. Instead of it should be less.
So, as a student as well as a citizen of this country, the worst catastrophe we have seen in the past 5 years is the COVID-19 pandemic. And we have seen how Bangalore as a city has failed to actually take care of its people. How there was an acute shortage of beds, cylinder, how there was an acute shortage of medical personnel, like people couldn't even be cremated, they were not even getting rest while they were dying. So that's the kind of situation we actually live, that we are facing acute unemployment crisis, and the whole education system is being restructured in such a manner that it will just churn out cheap laborers rather than employable citizens who will be able to get indignity through their employment. So these are the one chief concern from the past 5 years. And of course, unemployment and the whole degradation of education are the two issues we should keep in mind when we go to vote this time.
If we speak about NEP, which has been introduced, what NEP does is it's not inclusive of students coming from different backgrounds. It doesn't give the equal opportunity to everyone. It doesn't include, it's not inclusive of students who come from different, who know different languages. Also, the thing is, if we see the UGC budget, which has been cut down to rupees 2,500, which is substantially a reduction of 60% of the UGC budget. So as students, our demand is to increase it by at least 10%.
As youth, unemployment is the primemost issue that we are facing today. According to ILO, we know that 83% of the youngsters are unemployed today. There are more than 9 lakh job vacancies, central government job vacancies vacant in central government, and those approximately more than 3 lakh job vacancies are there in railway itself. So yeah, there's a huge unemployment issue in our country.
Bangalore North was once a fortress of the Congress, but was breached by the BJP in 2004. Now, with fresh candidates on both sides and a change in political dynamics, will the BJP be able to hold on to the seat, or can the Congress bring back its glory days?
It's a high-intensity political battle in Pathanamthitta constituency between 3-time sitting MP Anto Antony of the Congress, CPIM stalwart Dr. T.M. Thomas Isaac and BJP's Anil Antony. Let's take a look at what the people of Pathanamthitta has to say.
Congress's Anto Antony is seeking the mandate for a 4th term. Braving the heat, Anto campaigns aggressively in the constituency as people wait outside their homes to meet him.
ഇവിടെ സാധാരണക്കാരുടെ മുന്നിലുള്ള വിഷയം അവിടെ വിലക്കയറ്റം, തൊഴിലില്ലായ്മ.
For the common people, the problems are unemployment, price hike, law and order.
അങ്ങനെ നിരവധിയായ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്.
People of this constituency will think of a secular democratic government, and that is the Congress and the UDF.
CPIM's trump card in Pathanamthitta is former Finance Minister Dr. T.M. Thomas Isaac. Isaac is known as a down-to-earth leader, approachable to all. CPIM hopes that With his popularity along with the party votes, they will be able to secure a win.
We will win this time, for sure. I have no doubt regarding that. There's a terrible anti-incumbency with the sitting MP. Colonel Anthony is not a factor to be bothered. My program involves upgrading the college education so that it becomes more attractive, and two, guaranteeing the jobs.
To counter these two senior politicians, BJP has brought in Anil Antony, the son of veteran Congress leader A.K. Antony. Anil has been deployed to tap into the sizable Christian population of Pathanamthitta. He reaches out to the youth with promises of jobs, infrastructure development and better connectivity.
Despite having so many young people, despite having so many working people with skill sets, there is not a single industrial park, there is not a single IT park, there is not a single startup incubator. And people want to be a part of that growth story. They want development, they want progress, they want opportunities. And they do believe that a candidate who is backed by the Prime Minister and who is a part of the ruling system can bring that change. With everywhere, people from across the political spectrum, people from across the social spectrum, people from across all age groups. And one thing they are telling me is that they want change. They don't want the status quo any longer.
Migration of youngsters who are seeking more jobs and better opportunities is one of the major issues in the constituency.
The youth are massively migrating to abroad nations in search of job, educational opportunities and in search of better living conditions. So better job opportunities should be created here itself, because even though after holding a post-graduation or even after getting doctorates and all, people are not able to find apt job opportunities and all.
The young voters of Pathanamthitta want an MP who raises their issues and brings in development. They are not interested in mixing religion with politics.
I recently have started looking for jobs, and when I, asked for guidance, I'm getting very negative responses that people are asking me to look for jobs in other states and even in other countries like UAE, especially in the teaching sector. That is really concerning in my opinion. I speak in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I will, not in favor, but against the Bharatiya Janata Party, I will become an anti-nationalist. You should not equate a party with your country. Bharatiya Janata Party is not India. If I speak against Communist Party, then I will become a person who is a strong supporter of the Bharatiya Janata Party. It's really concerning. You should not, consider people's opinion this way.
Pathanamthitta is a constituency which have people coming from different sections of the society. So as a candidate or as an MP, he should have the capability to engage and know the problems of every sections of the society. According to me, it must be the first preference that should a MP need.
By the current trend, women candidates do come from political families or they are some kind of celebrities. That shouldn't be the trend. Every people from the layman community also, people should be coming, women should be coming, they should be politically aware. So what I think that this is something that shouldn't be implemented right now. Maybe after the 2021 census, which was scheduled but it didn't happen. Maybe in 2029 election it might happen. So that I want my MP to focus on his innovative program should give more administrative opportunities for women, like the Kudumbashree that Thomas Isaac sir did was a great thing for the Kerala government. So those things should be there. So the women should get the confidence and the power that the agency that they can do something in politics without even coming from this like a silver spoon. They can do it. And another thing I found in Thomas Isaac sir so great is that he said in one of his public meetings they will be promoting more internship opportunities for students within the constituency, which is a great thing. So here we have to go to distant places to grab a good quality internship opportunity. But here what he was saying that he will create it within the constituency. We do not have to go there.
Man-animal conflict is another major issue in the constituency. Earlier in April, an auto driver living in the area bordering the forest in Tulapalli was killed by a wild elephant.
My sister is in a really bad state after seeing him being attacked. If the government had done fencing, the elephant wouldn't have been allowed to come in. Now elephants are coming into the area and we are having a lot of problems. Earlier they never used to attack humans like what they did to Biju. With the temperature rising, we are seeing more such attacks.
Man-animal conflict, lack of job opportunities and infrastructure facilities are among the major issues that has been raised in the constituency. All three candidates promise to find solution to these issues. Will the people of Pathanamthitta stand with the three-time MP or will they bring in change? With video journalist Ablash MS in Pathanamthitta, Neetu Kumar.
برنامه این
Kerala's cultural capital is witnessing a fierce three-cornered political battle. At present, the Congress represents the Thrissur constituency. The fight is between Congress's K. Muralidharan, CPI's V.S. Sunil Kumar and BJP's Suresh Gopi.
Months before the elections, the BJP tried to checkmate the Congress in Thrissur.
K. Muralidharan was a surprise candidate in Thrissur constituency when Padmaja Venugopal, the daughter of Congress stalwart and former Chief Minister K. Karunakaran joined BJP. The Congress brought in K. Muralidharan, the son of K. Karunakaran and Vadakara MP, to contest from Thrissur. Muralidharan's candidature has rejuvenated the Congress workers and they are confident of retaining this seat. He seeks vote in the name of development and for change. How do you see your chances?
No, this is the sitting seat of the Congress party. So this time we will retain this seat for Congress party.
What do you have to tell the people of Thrissur?
No, our demand is Indian alliance. We want Indian alliance to come power in India, because last 10 years was a bad days for India. So we want a change. Only Indian alliance under the leadership of Congress party can do more benefit for India. That is our slogan. That is our request to the people of Kerala and especially in Thrissur also.
BJP has high hopes in Thrissur constituency as actor turned politician Suresh Gopi is contesting. In the last Lok Sabha elections and assembly elections, he stood from this constituency. He has been able to increase the vote share by a huge margin. From the last elections, he has been camping in Thrissur constituency and working. What is your vision for Thrissur?
Vision is whatever has not happened through at least 10 years should happen in the next 5 years.
Your opponents are seeking votes in the name of secularism. They say that for the country's democracy not to be hampered, you need to have the opposition alliance. So how would you react on that?
We are just looking at the life of the people. Their expectations of the betterment of their life situations. I am only looking at that.
What do you have to tell the people of Thrissur?
Please vote for yourself. Not for your polity, not for your political thinking, not to let grow your symbols. Your family should be your symbol. Your coming generations should be your thoughtfulness. Vote thoughtfully. Vote for whatever that can turn your life into best for the coming generations.
LDF's trump card in Thrissur is former Agriculture Minister V.S. Sunil Kumar. His advantage is that he is from the constituency and is known to be down-to-earth and approachable.
Tough triangular competition ആണ് K. Muralidharan and BJP Suresh Gopi also. Sir, എങ്ങനെയാണ് തവണത്തെ ഈ ഒരു ഇത് കാണുന്നത്?
ഞാൻ വളരെ കോൺഫിഡൻസിലാണ്. എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് ഞങ്ങളുടെ മുന്നണിയെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പരാജയത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു ആശങ്കയോടില്ല.
We have a lot of confidence. We are not worried about losing. When there is a direct fight, the secular votes in this constituency will want the LDF to be there.
ഇടതുപക്ഷത്തിൻ്റെ സാന്നിധ്യം പാർലമെൻറ്റിൽ ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്ന് ഇവിടുത്തെ മതേതര വിശ്വാസികൾക്ക് ഒരു നല്ല നിലപാട് അവരെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Thrissur was rocked by a multi-crore loan scam involving the Karvanur Cooperative Bank. The bank was run by the CPM and the party's district secretary, M.M. Varghese, was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. But many depositors like Joshi Anthony are still waiting to get their families' money back.
As I was desperate, I closed my case, High Court case, and put a notice to CM and Chief Justice that I need death. And then they called up me and this Minister for Cooperation, Mr. Vasavan, he rang up me and promised your money, only in your name, will be reimbursed immediately. Balance my family members, it was promised to give within 3 months. And now they are very much silent on this promise. We are at coal wetlands in Thrissur. It means that paddy is cultivated in wetlands for about 6 months of a year.
They sow the seeds by about September and harvest by January. During the monsoon season, this area is completely submerged. The water levels will be more than a person's height. This is a speciality in Thrissur district. There are about 30,000 acres of such wetland cultivation here. But this year, the farmers say that the yields have been very bad.
This time for around 2.5 acres, I've spent about 1 lakh rupees. But I won't even get 1 rupee back from this. I'm not harvesting because there's no point. The yield is very less. Last year, for 1 acre, we got a yield of about 3,500 to 3,200 kgs. But now we are struggling to touch even 1,000 kgs. It took 9 months for us to get the cash for the paddy that we had produced. For 9 months, we didn't get any interest. We would have taken loans from other banks these 9 months. How will we pay interest for this loan?
Thrissur has about 24% Christian population, which the BJP is trying to woo. But the violence in Manipur casts a shadow on the party's outreach. For the youngsters in the constituency, better job opportunities are the priority.
Unemployment cases are today's, that is one of the most troublesome thing in today's world. So most of the youths are really worried about their future. Like most of the people are going to other countries and settling over there. So I think the most important thing is we must provide this employment opportunities practices when elections are taking place. Other than that, what I believe is when there is an elections, what all other political leaders and whatever they are saying, they should stick to that and they should implement that. Implementing that thing is the basic thing, and that is what we are looking for. And the internal harmony between other religions and the people is also very important. That is what I am looking for, because you have seen many conflicts based on religions and all. It might not be common here, but that's what is happening in the world. Other than that, I am looking for that there should be an advancement in the standard of living of people, because we see a lot of people, they are living in really bad and harsh conditions.
Now it is a male dominant representation. More women participation must be there. Then only a woman can understand another woman's feelings and their emotions and all.
Will Thrissur go down to the wire? The voters will decide on the 26th of April. With Neetu Regu Kumar, Anisya Kumar for CNN News 18.